And the signs is all there. America's in the midst of a financial collapse. Right as we speak. America lost the AAA credit rating. Now they got a AA credit rating. And you know what? They're going to lose that AA credit rating too. And it's going to drop down.
That's right.
It went from AAA to AA. It's going to drop from AA to single A. Watch. It's going to drop. They're not going to get that credit rating back no more because the bankers are shutting down shop now. So this corporation is basically finished. Just like they said in Goodfellas, when you can't borrow another buck, what do? You bust the joint out. You burn it down and you bust the joint out, and you get that money, that money from the insurance company. When you can't borrow another nickel from the bank, you bust the joint out. That's what's going on right now. It's a free for all. Yeah, like you said, light a match. Just like with the mortgage situations. When they gave out mortgages before, they would give out what they call a prime mortgage. A prime mortgage was like you could say like guaranteed money, because the people that they would give a prime mortgage to were people who were qualified and had enough finances to be able to deal with that mortgage, where it wouldn't become a burden to them. Then you get the mortgages that they call subprime. Now the subprime mortgages, meaning under the prime, those were jakes where it didn't require income tax to show how much money you made that past year. They didn't require to know if you paid your taxes or not. In other words, the subprime didn't have the rules that a prime mortgage would have. So they didn't really look into your life with a microscope. And then a lot of jakes, a lot of Negroes and Hispanics fell in under the subprime. And then guess what? It bottomed out. A lot of you couldn't afford when that what you call the ARM kicked in, which is that variable interest, because you get a subprime with a variable interest. When that variable interest kick in, your payments might be $800 a month. It might have been 3 years, and now the ARM kicks in. Now it goes up to $1,700 a month. For 1 month, it went from $800. The next month, $1,700.
I mean, the market was fucked up.
Yeah. Then on top of that, the house lost its value. You probably financed the house at maybe $150,000. It's only worth $80,000. But yet you're still making payments as if you're paying for a spot that's $150,000. And Esau did that. They set Jake up for that, man. Because years ago, you had a lot of proud-ass niggas talking shit. Oh, man, you still renting, yo? You still renting? Man, yo, you should get a house. You should get a house. Now them same-ass niggas who went up in there and got them house, now they looking to pay rent now because they can't pay that mortgage no more. But they had the nerve to run their damn mouth. Go ahead, brother.
All right, 2nd Ezra 11:43. Therefore, as that wrongful dealing come up unto the highest.
Right. You devils, your wrongful dealings have come up before the highest. And that situation over there in Syria and over there in Iran, it ain't gonna get no better. And if the U.S. stick their ass up over there, Russia is gonna put their foot in the U.S. ass over there in the Middle East. Because Russia is dead set against the U.S. going up in there, messing around in Syria and messing around up there in Iran. The Russians are dead set against you, and you know it. And the newscasters are talking about it. They're doing all kinds of stories on it. Basically, we are in the very beginning stages for World War III to jump off. Because when nothing else, when all else fails, America will always go to war. When all else fails, they'll go to war. Because you know what? That creates a lot of jobs for the contractors. Because when you go and destroy another country's infrastructure, what did they do? When they went and destroyed and bombed and blew up Iraq, what did America do? A lot of construction workers and contractors from America did what? jumped on planes and went over there to the Middle East to help rebuild their infrastructure over there. That's guaranteed money. Then they got cheap security over there. The troops. An average of what an E1? I think an E1 is a private. I think a private might be getting paid maybe $500 or $600 a week if he's lucky. And he's doing security for a guy who's a contractor who's probably getting paid 10 G's a week. If that same contractor was over here, he would probably be making maybe $1,500, $2,500 a week. But since he's out over there, he's getting like maybe 10 to 15, maybe even 20 G's a week. Because they're over there doing the work. That's what kind of money. Matter of fact, I know because I ran into these contractors one night, right? I was stuck on the highway in Pennsylvania, snowstorm. I was stuck out there for about 5 hours. And these dudes that came by, they gave me a ride to the truck stop. They gave me a ride to a Dunkin' Donuts, Wendy's that was in the hotel where they were staying. I went and got a coffee and warmed up, and then they drove me back out there to my truck. Dudes was cool. Offered them some money. I was like, nah, it's all right. And then they were telling me that the type of work that they do is they go in and they do chemical cleanups. If there's like a chemical spill, a certain type of chemical, they go there and they clean it up. And one particular thing they do, he said they if it's some type of chemical spill, they throw lime on it. But you can't, he was telling me you can't get the stuff on your hands or your skin, because if you do, then your skin will start burning. But if you jump in the water, to try to jump in the water to stop the burning, it burns even more. That's like lighting them. That's like throwing more fire to an already started fire. You got to use some special type of cream to put it on your skin to quell that. You jump in the water, you just asking for it. But and he was telling me if they were to go over there to Iraq, they were offered, but they didn't want to be far from their family. The guy was telling me he can make 10,000 or more a week. What he's doing, the same thing he's doing now over there, but here he's probably making like 2,500 or a little less than that take home. But if he goes over there, him and his crew, he's gonna be getting at least 10 G's a week, just him. The guy who owns the company, just in his pocket, he was saying. So basically, you destroy another country's infrastructure, and then the contractors go all over there. You got people bringing water over there, bringing food, that's all money. Somebody got to pay for that. Somebody's handling it. Somebody's getting paid for handling it, and it gets brought out there. But the suckers, the troops, they got to sit there and protect these guys while they're sitting there or building a road or redoing a bridge or building up a building or building like housing for people. They got to stand on their on guard, snipers popping them off. So this guy can make all kinds of money. They're basically cheap security.
Right, it says, and thy pride unto the highest.
Right, and the pride, once again, the pride of you devils has come before the Most High. And these devils, they're some proud bastards, like the scriptures say. Thou art a proud man. You devils are proud, man. You don't ever think that you're going to go down. You think that you're just going to continue in your wickedness and all things are going to continue. You think you're going to go on for the next 500 years. Your time is up. You devils, your time is up. Your time of plundering and bringing down nations is over with. In that situation there in the east, let them go into Syria, and you know what? They're gonna go into Syria, and they're gonna go into Iran. They're just angling to get up in there. They're gonna go into Iran. They're gonna go into Syria. They want to go into Iran because the U.S. wants to get their hands on that oil. Over there in the Straits of Hormuz, they're over there in the Straits of Hormuz messing around, and the Russians is ready because the Russians got